Morning, good morning. It is Wednesday morning. I did a video last night of uh, doing my rework of my smalls and stuff, my wire, uh, extruded, various things. And I loaded it up, had the video, and somehow or another in the video, the screen was totally black. I don't know what happened, but it got scratched. But I just got through doing a drop of non-ferrous. I had a tabletop refrigerator, or what you call a college dorm refrigerator. I took the door off of it. The door was stainless, true stainless. So I took it off. It's still at the house. I got to break the glass, get the glass out of it and everything. But anyway, I loaded it up with a bunch of old tools, sheetrock saws, bits, saw blades, and stuff of that nature. Nuts, bolts, and things like that. Well, it was about 60 pounds. I took some other stuff, brass, and things like that. Apparently, this is going to be blacked out too because of the sun is so bright that my phone is not wanting to do right. So, sorry for that. I'll go in and out, in and out. But anyway, I took a load in. Let's see. It was a mix of aluminum, cast, brass, copper, just a mix, just a total mix. I did not strip no wire. I had some Romex wire. I did cut the outside sheeting off, give me a little bit better price. But I did not strip it to get very bright. Probably should have. But my total weight was 138 pounds. Not a lot. I know. But I had a lot of computer wire. And, you know, I filled up a whole 5-gallon bucket of that. And by looking at this, they graded it as power cord, number 2 power cord, and paid me 95 cents a pound on it. I had 10 pounds in a 5-gallon bucket. Yellow brass clean, I had 12 pounds. They paid $2.15 a pound. Cast aluminum, I had 12 pounds. They paid 60 cents a pound. Extrusion breakage is what they're calling the extruded. They're paying 70 cents a pound. I have 4 pounds for $2.80. Old sheet aluminum was 55 cents a pound. I had 12 pounds of that. Stainless is 25 cents a pound. I checked around to see if anybody had a better price on stainless, and stainless is going about the average. It's 25 cents. But I had 26 pounds of that for $6.50. Again, I had that refrigerator with a bunch of nuts, bolts, and stuff in it. That was 60 pounds. They're paying .085 a pound. Now look, I could get .09 cent a pound, but I'd have to drive another hour and a half to get that. My yard had dropped to 0.0675 a pound. My other yard had dropped to 0.0615 a pound on sheet iron, or what you call shred. So for them to give me 0.085 on that, I would say that's pretty good. A nickel a pound more for an hour and a half, I can't justify it. Even on 1,000 pounds, I just can't justify it. I did go ahead and question about aluminum cans, one for my buddy and two for me. And the guy told me that if it's over 100 pounds, they're paying 60 cents a pound. If it's under 100 pounds, they're paying 50 cents a pound. I know my buddy, he's got quite a bit, but for him to actually haul them over here from where he lives at, it would cost him extreme. I mean, he would not make enough to drive it over here to drop it and pay for his gas and say, okay, I got something. His truck pulling that trailer, it would cost him probably about $40 in gas. So at 1,000 pounds, at 60, he would pocket 20. It's not worth it. If we combined ours, that's about 1,500 pounds. You know, really and truly, unless you have 5,000 pounds or better of aluminum cans, it's not worth driving over here unless you are living here and live close. My dirty brass, they paid me 50 cents a pound on it. I had a pound of dirty brass. I took the time. A lot of people won't. I did. I took the time to clean it up real good. I tried to get the best money I could. So I took the time. I pulled the screws. I pulled the washers. I pulled the aluminum off. I pulled the plastics to get that little bit better price. And I'm going to tell you, frankly, for 45 cents a pound, if you had 100 pounds of it that had to be cleaned up, I would say that really and truly, if you think about it, it's not worth it. It would take you several hours to clean up 100 pounds unless you were cleaning it as you go. If you're cleaning it as you go and bucket it up, then yes, it's very feasible. But if you just throw it all into one bucket, go back, grade it out, separate it to sell it, I would really say that it ain't worth it. Not at the prices today. Now, if yellow brass shot up to say $1.50 a pound, I would say yes, it's worth it. But for 45 cent difference, it's not. It's not on the small scale. As you can tell from what I've read you off on prices, though, a lot of the prices have came down. Excuse me. A lot of prices have came down. But that's a little side note. Wish y'all all the best. Scrap what you can scrap. Save it from the landfill. Hopefully hopefully sometime this week or next, I will actually put out a video scrapping. I do a lot of breakdowns and stuff. I don't video every time. And the reason being is some of it's repetitive. It's same stuff every day. I've got a few items at the house that I've got to break down. I haven't videoed them. Gotten access to a few things a lot of folks don't get access to, so that's yay for me. But I need to take the time and do the video and break them down. But this was just the insight. Sorry that other video did not post last night. Did not even video right. I was hoping to get that one out because it was a lot. I had a 5-gallon bucket full of stainless, a 5-gallon bucket full of sheeted aluminum, 5-gallon bucket of power cord, as they called it, which was computer wire, TV wire, and things of that nature. I asked him about Cat 5, Cat 6 wire, and he told me that the only way I'd make the best money on that is I've got to cut it up, because I've got 2 boxes that's over 500 feet a piece, and I've got to cut it up and keep it separate. They will not take it longer than 2-foot strands. I also asked him about ACRs, aluminum copper radiators. They do require you to have a business license in the field of heating and air, or a remodeler's license. Unfortunately, I let mine expire. But it won't take much to get it back. I can get it back, and I kept my company name and everything, so it's not that hard for me to get it back. It's like $200 between both licenses, so it's not a big deal. I can do that, and then I can bring in the ACRs and things of that nature. Copper noodles, I can bring those in, okay? I can cut them off and bucket them and bring them in. I cannot bring in the aluminum copper radiators, coils, or whatever you want to call them, that are in AC units without a business license. So that's something for me to work on, so I can do that. I've got several units at the house to break down, so I've got a good bit of weight of that stuff. I've probably got 100+ pounds of it once I break it down. So, but I'm learning this yard. I told the guy, I will continue to bring material as long as they continue to pay me decent. And as long as they don't give me the haggle my other yard did. My other yard really started getting stupid. So I went to a yard earlier on Saturday. I tried to give my yard another shot, and I took mixed metals, non-ferrous mix in there, and I took a little bit just to get an idea. And when I say a little bit, it was like probably half a 5-gallon bucket of copper stripped, half 5-gallon bucket of computer wire, TV wire, half 5-gallon bucket of extruded aluminum. Now this stuff was extruded, okay? And I took 30-quart storage bin, half full of cast aluminum. And I took in some brass. Okay, I had about half 5-gallon bucket full of brass. I took it in. Well, they took my cast and my extruded, weighed it together, and paid me old sheep. And I said that was cast and extruded. And they says, no, that's all old sheep. I said, how can you class cast aluminum as old sheep? And she says, that's the way our system is. That's the way the owner set it up. So I let her know right then and there, no more. No more. This is the second time they've done this to me. No more. I didn't make nothing. I literally did not make nothing. It's a 25-minute ride from my house. 20 miles. And I made a whopping $56. I got shafted. And I won't go back. My other yard, I gave them another opportunity Monday. Same thing. I basically divided this materials up to test yards. I wish they would have let me record, but they have a sign on the gate out by the road. No videoing inside these premises. I have to abide by that. I can't do nothing. You know, I can't do nothing to where they know I'm videoing. For the simple reason, in the state of Georgia, if